What's up there, Workforce? Chris here with Work to Game, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about what kind of the games we're going to be focusing on in the near future are, just kind of as a channel news post. So let's talk about it. So this Tuesday is 4.35. We already know that we're getting our live letter on July 16th, so we can expect 4.36 to be right around the corner, going into 4.4 sometime in August, and we'll find out about the expansion starting in November. And so Final Fantasy is just on trend to be a standard expansion. We might end up getting with like a 4.6. Some people have theorized a 4.7. I'm not sure I agree with that. But we've also been playing a lot of World of Warcraft on the channel, and August 13th, I'm going to start playing Battle for Azeroth. And so as you guys start to see more WoW on the channel, and as you start to see me continue to put up Warhammer videos, and Brian and I are trying all these single player things, we're really enjoying our Nintendo Switches, I just wanted to talk briefly about kind of where our content's going, because I know a significant portion of you guys came here, found us, and stick around for our Final Fantasy content, and we do appreciate that. And so I just want to let you guys know that Brian and I are not quitting Final Fantasy, not even close. We're really enjoying it. I am all the way prepped for 4.35 this Tuesday. I'm all the way prepped for 4.36. I am as caught up as I can be for the content patches coming up. And yeah, there are still things I'd love to do. I'd love to cap out my crafters, cap out some more jobs. There's achievements I don't have. There's all sorts of things that you could dump infinite time into this game. But, you know, as we go into the next expansion, I expect World of Warcraft to have a lot of videos coming out here on the channel. The same number of videos that we did covering Stormblood. So that's going to be dungeon guides, reviews of certain pieces of content, introductions to anything that for some reason is difficult in the gameplay. So if it doesn't tell you where a quest giver is, or how something works, or how a profession can be leveled quickly, guides and opinion pieces are going to dominate this channel leading up to and post August 13th. And it could last months where it feels like there's a World of Warcraft post every single day. Whether or not there is, it could definitely feel like that. And so I just wanted to get out here and say, like, I'm not done playing Final Fantasy, not by a long shot. So Brian and I have been talking a lot about how to make sure that I take a certain amount of time each week and I play Final Fantasy and I put out videos for you guys on that. But I just wanted you to know that if you feel like the feed is shifting, that's just because of where World of Warcraft is and where Final Fantasy is. Final Fantasy is in mid patches. They're not doing anything truly inventive at this point. It's just maintaining the status quo of a truly wonderful game. And as we go into FanFest, as we prep for whatever comes after Stormblood, you can expect that content to ramp up just like it did with Stormblood. And whenever that expansion drops, you can expect that wave of content over there. But when it comes to comparing a content patch to a full expansion, there is just more to talk about with an expansion. And so I just didn't want you guys thinking that that's our focus shifting or anything like that. Now, we have been messing with where we're live streaming. We tried live streaming for, it feels like almost 2 months, pretty much 5 days a week over on Twitch. And now we're trying this month pushing it a little more to YouTube. And the reason for the shift is that when Battle for Azeroth drops, one of the things that some people will want to see is just gameplay, just what's different. And so streaming it over here automatically archives it, automatically brings it to that audience. And so that just makes sense. So we're kind of working out the kinks. My encoder doesn't seem to give the same video quality to YouTube that it does to Twitch. And so that's something with the way they receive data. And so I'm just trying to take this month, while they're pretty casual streams, and I'm tweaking the settings each time, because unlike Twitch, I can actually take the stream up and down, up and down, up and down, and it doesn't really bother too many people. But over here, we have 18,000 of you that we're notifying every time I go live. And so I don't want to just take it up and down and up and down. I'd rather sit it there, go live for 2 hours, because the other thing I've had problems with in the past is the encoder runs fine at first, but after 2 hours my CPU gets behind on something and we start to run into lag. And so I want to know, as we go into what could be very extended streams, how is the stability of it and things like that. So that's really where the extra stream time has come from. And so this is just a chance to sit down and say, like, we're not quitting Final Fantasy, but I did want to just kind of warn you guys that while Final Fantasy content will continue to come out on this channel, and anytime there's news, patch notes, new content, we'll absolutely be covering it, that looking at the next set of patch cycles, there's going to be very few days where there's anything new and truly different or newsworthy to talk about. And so they would be pretty slow times on the channel anyway. as opposed to considered like E3 season and things like that. So just bear with us. Let me know in the comments below if there is content you want us to cover in Final Fantasy, because the benefit of lull times like this is if I didn't have WoW to go my time into, this is a great time to go back and put out beginner guides for you guys, finish up guide series that I say I'm going to get to and it's on my list and I just haven't gotten to. So if any of those are really important to you, let us know in the comments below. I can try to push those up the list because, you know, Brian and I do want to continue posting about Final Fantasy 3 to 5 days a week. I'm posting at least one video every day of the week. So that will happen all the way through Battle for Azeroth, but I just wanted to let you guys know I'm not switching to Battle for Azeroth. I'm running them alongside each other. And a big reason for that is I have friends in both, I want to play both, and I want to compare both. A lot of times in this community, it's really easy to look at other games and say, oh, they're worse, or oh, they're better. And without getting your hands on both at the same time, a lot of times one set of those information is either not complete or it's out of date. Oh, I played WoW 10 years ago and I really didn't like it, but I love where Final Fantasy's at now. Well, that's not really fair to both games to say that. So I'm playing both because it gives me honest, accurate information to both. So that's really all this post is. It's just letting you guys know, for anybody that thought, maybe we're scaling back on Final Fantasy, maybe we're starting to put a lot more time into our Nintendo Switches and Battle for Azeroth and all that. That's true, but that's not because Final Fantasy's done anything wrong. That's just because of where we're at within the Final Fantasy cycle. This is the same point in Heavensward and ARR where I got a chance to catch up on other games, play the rest of my backlog, go spend time outside, go do fun things, hanging out with my wife. So I'm really just saying, okay, instead of going and doing all those things, I'm going to take that chunk of time and I'm going to put a good piece of it into WoW. But that wasn't the time really taken away from Final Fantasy. That was time that Final Fantasy just really is offering me a break right now. There isn't anything that I feel I truly need to be farming up. And that's unfortunate, but it's also a beautiful opportunity to take a break and take a breather and avoid burnout and try something new and different. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Just wanted to give you a heads up that is not happening here. And actually, we are looking forward to, our plan and intention is to go to FanFest. Our plan and intention is to actually start working on some behind the scenes things we can do to start getting you guys even more information and even more content on Final Fantasy. Just none of those things are anything that is firm that I can tell you yet. But that is the plan, is to actually move to covering Final Fantasy even more in the long term, but in the short term it may not feel like it. So I just wanted to say that in case the content schedule suddenly felt different. I'll probably talk about this 2 or 3 more times between now and August 13th in hope to catch everybody's eyeballs so that they don't go, oh my gosh, why did this happen? This has been Chris with Work to Game. I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend, and I hope you're enjoying whatever game it is you're playing right now. I'll talk to you next time.
Hey Chris, I really like what you do on this channel and I want to say thanks. How can I do that?
You know, you could try being a patron.
Oh, okay. So tell me more about it.
Well, I think you'd have to click on the link to take you to our Patreon page and see if you want to support it. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to support just me. Okay. You're going to have to support both of us.
So this is kind of like a win-win. So if they support you, they support me, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Do we have like cool, fun rewards? Like, is there anything
I
get?
They do, and we're constantly looking for ways to change that. So if you support Team Brian, Team Chris, just Team Work to Game, click on that link.
Yeah. Let us know what you think about the rewards too, whether you like them or if we could do something a little bit different.
And by the way, thanks for watching this video.
We really appreciate it.
We'll see you next time.
Take care.